too hard and I'm about to burn out. Fervent in the spirit for the Lord, I can't turn down. Talking too much, bruh, it's time for you to learn now.
So what they hearing, they offended, get now.
Hey, how you doing, sis?
Truth about slavery.
The truth about slavery. All right. The truth about slavery. What do you want to know about slavery? Why it happened, or did it really happen?
Well, what intrigued me was he was explaining to me like there was a reason why the particular region of West Africa was their motive for being slaves. So I was curious as to why that particular region was.
All right, give me the number 28. All right, verse 15. So I'm gonna go through everything that happened, right, up to this day. Then I'm gonna show you why it happened and who it really happened to. Give me verse 32, right? I'm gonna go to the history, right? Tell me if that history I'm reading out the Bible, if that's our history. Verse 32. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 32.
Bring it out.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. So, like you said, West Africa, right? Their sons and their daughters was taken and given to another people. Did that happen to us? Yes. That's all. Keep going. And thine eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long. So he said, right, those parents, those loved ones, they'll be looking for their children. All right, all day. You seen Ruth? All right, you seen when they took the Kunta Kinte, how his mom was looking for him, right? Yeah. So that happened. All right, is that it on that? Keep going. And there shall be no might in thine hand. Right? The West Africans didn't have any power, any might, no military might, no economic might, no political might to take their kids back. So it said their children would be taken by another people. Let's see what would happen once their kids were taken. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 64.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other. So the West Africans were scattered throughout all the world, right? They went to Europe, they went to the islands,
right.
They went to Asia,
right.
They went to the Arab countries, they went everywhere, right? Verse 68. Now, I'm going to show you that the mode of transportation, how it happened to what you said, the so-called West Africans. All right, this is the mode of transportation, how the kids were taken, they were scattered throughout the world. All right, this is how they got there. Verse 68. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. So are you religious?
Yeah.
All right, so, okay. Let me ask you a question. When you read about the Israelites or Moses, what was the Israelites doing in Egypt before they were slaves, right? Have you seen the movie 10 Commandments?
I haven't seen the movie, no.
All right, so I'm going to show you what Egypt means according to the Bible. Give me 5 and 6. All right, this is what it means. So the modes of transportation that the West Africans got to their slavery was scattered amongst all the people, right? They were taken. This is how it happened. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 5, verse 6. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. So Egypt meaning the house of bondage, meaning the house of slavery. Let's go back to 68. So now he said, I'm going to send you into slavery, right? Let's see how the Bible said certain people would go to slavery and what happened to the West Africans. Read. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt, into slavery, again with ships. How they was going to get there? With ships. Anytime you see any historical movie about slavery, who went on ships? Your descendants, right? My descendants. Now, our ancestors. Now, I'm going to ask you, when they got up on slave ships, like you see here, what happened to them? Were they given a hotel room? They were given cars to go eat? What happened to them?
They were just sold off.
Sold off, right? Let's see if that's also recorded. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. So what he is saying here, he said, the way I said it's going to happen, you're going to go on slave ships, right? Your kids are going to be taken away from you. You're going to be scattered throughout the world, right? He said, the way I said it's going to happen exactly that way. And, right, you're not going to see your homeland. As a people, when there's West Africans who brought here, they have never returned back to their homeland. Right? We read about it, but we haven't been there as a nation. And there, ye shall be sold. You shall be what? Ye shall be sold. That's what you said. You said they were sold. Read. Unto your enemies. No, your friends. Unto your enemies. So who did the Bible say the people that were sold from the slave ships, who were they sold to? Their enemies. Guess what we were sold to? Our enemies.
Yes, right.
All right, read.
Yes.
For bondmen, for slave men, right? Like you said, it was sold for slavery. And bond women and slave women. So your foremothers were slave women. Our forefathers were slave men.
Right.
Now the question is, why did it happen? Why is our history recorded in the Bible, and why are we the only one that was in slavery? Right? Verse 15. It had to happen for a reason. I'm going to show you why. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments. So the Bible saying, those so-called West Africans, God told them, do what I tell you, keep my commandments, right? Read. And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses. So he said curses. This was a curse. So he said slavery would be a curse that would fall upon you.
Right.
Read. Shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Curse shall thou. All right, so now the next question is, who were the Bible talking to that matches your history so much? Who are these people? And why does your history is recorded in the Bible? And why does it match so well? Give me verse 1. Right? Because who are we? Do you know your nationality besides saying I'm a West African?
I don't.
I don't, right? But you notice that your history was recorded word for word in the Bible. Right? Let's see who Moses was talking to.
Enseñalas.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1.
Bring it out.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel. Unto who? Unto all Israel. So when you read the Bible, when you saw the name Israel, did you ever put one and one together? You're like, oh, that's talking about me. Right?
Yeah, not really, but...
So you never knew that. The Bible was talking about you. Right? Give me verse 47. Right? Those curses, I'm going to show you. He says, the reason we went into slavery on slave ships, the reason that no other nations on the planet could ever say they suffer what we suffered is one specific reason. So they cannot take credit as being our people. Watch. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 47.
Bring it out.
Because thou soldest not the Lord thy God with joy. What's that before it sign?
Verse 46.
Bring it out. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 46. And they shall be upon thee the signs, your sons being taken, put it on slave ships, being sold, in chains. He said those things are going to be on you for a sign. Now, I see you walking by. Where are you headed?
Oh, to work.
To work, right? So you, where you work at?
Nike.
Nike. That's what, so if anybody wanted to find Nike, how would they identify Nike?
By like the big swoosh.
Big sign, right?
Yeah.
Easily to identify. Oh, there's Nike. There's a sign. Read that again. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder. So he said those things that happen to you is a sign that you are the people of the book. So anytime you read your history and you reflect it back in the Bible, you're going to be like, whoa, this is talking about me. And you wonder why we West African. You said you wonder why it happened. Now you know the answer. Because we the chosen people of God and we broke his commandments.
That's right.
That's why it happened. All right, I'm going to ask you a question. You said you religious, right? Have any pastor ever told you any commandments of God?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, well, my grandmother.
Your grandmother?
Yes, the one that got me into religion.
Okay. But, all right, so before we go any further, now, do you know who you are now according to the Bible? Who are you?
Apparently, First of Israel.
Yes, Israelite,
right.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is